Hello and welcome to today's edition of A-B to Z, a closer look at Acton-Boxborough. I'm John Albano.
And I'm Ethan Logue, and here's what's going on. This week, all exterior doors at the high school were locked during the school day, except the front door. Students and staff can still exit from most doors and their designated doors, which they can enter, but now with the use of a keypad.
Dean of Students, Mr. Kavanaugh talked about these changes.
What are the changes taking place on October 4th in relation to students entering the school?
So on October 4th, all exterior doors to the high school will be locked except for the front door. This will only apply to the school day, which was 7:23 to 2:18, and there will be access to some doors around the school for students and staff. Students will have access with a keypad. The code they will use to enter these doors will be their school lunch code. Those doors that will be accessible are the southwest stair tower. That's the one outside room 168. The west patio entrance, which is outside of 276. The gazebo entrance, which is outside the wood shop. The tennis court entrance, which is 104 out below room 104 east. And then the flagpole entrance, which is outside room 124 east.
And why are these changes being put in place?
So we thought that this would increase the safety around the school. It gives us the ability to know who's entering the building from all areas and all sides throughout the day, making the students and staff able to focus on the learning that can take place here in the school.
All right, thank you.
In other news, AB Field Hockey is proud to sponsor their annual Play for the Cure events in the month of October. All proceeds will be donated to the National Foundation for Cancer Research. The freshman game is October 13th at 4 p.m. The 7th and 8th graders will be playing on Gates Field on October 27, 2016 at 3:45 p.m.
And the varsity Play for a Cure event is tonight, Friday night, October 7th, when the team hosts Westford. Come wearing pink and show your support for ABFH.
The class of 2017 is hosting the second annual all-school homecoming semi-formal dance on Saturday, October 15th from 7 to 10:30. The event will include dinner, a DJ, and a whole lot of dancing.
Tickets are $20 and are being sold today all lunch periods through Friday, October 14th. There is a limited amount of tickets and tickets will not be sold at the door, so get your tickets fast.
Don't miss your chance to have a jolly holiday with Mary and Bert as they kick their heels up and step in time in the family favorite musical, Mary Poppins.
The show will take place on the weekends of October 28th and November 4th. Order tickets through cast or crew members or online at abdrama.org.
ABSAF passes are now on sale. You can purchase the passes online at absaf.net.
One of the newest and most popular destinations in Acton is True West Brewery.
And while many of you might not know about it or have eaten there, what you might not know is that it was started by some AB alumni who decided to come back home. Here's Joe Lehner with more in this community program.
Recently, 3 Acton-raised brothers returned to their hometown in the form of a new business venture, True West Brewery. We spoke to 1990 Acton-Boxborough Regional High School graduate Pete Henry, one of the 3 brothers and owners of the new business, about the brewery itself and the decision to make a return to Acton.
So how's the opening gone so far? Has it reached expectations with everything so far?
The opening's gone really well. I think there have been a lot of unforeseen problems and challenges, but overall we're really excited and really happy. It's nice to see the town of Acton, where we grew up, and a lot of our friends and a lot of our friends' families come and share time here with us, and how excited that they are about having True West here in Acton.
Next, we asked Mr. Henry about some of the challenges with the opening.
We have struggled mightily with some of the standards, just because some of us come from very high-level restaurant backgrounds, and coming into a community where we don't have people that are trained at that level.
We asked Mr. Henry how he and other employees at True West help the community.
One of the things that we have always done has been engaged with, obviously, the youth sports on the boards of hockey and soccer, and we give to the varsity sports here, and we sponsor a lot of the auctions that they do. We are a community-supported brewery and restaurant, which means that we have a lot of people that have bought memberships into the brewery, and the money that that brings in goes to funding things like bringing in grains from all over the world, buying specific types of yeast, engaging with local farmers. So, for example, Roaming U Farm here in Boxborough and Littleton.
We spoke to head chef Kevin Howe more about supporting the community and the future of the restaurant.
I couldn't be happier with the way things are going. As far as plans for the future, it's just to expand to brunch, lunch, reach out to local farmers. We just started doing that this week with Applefield Farms. And, just doing more of that, building upon that, using the Acton Farmers Market to...
True West is the brothers' second location, the first of which is located in Dover, New Hampshire. We asked him for more details on the two establishments.
The Dover location, which is 7th Settlement, that is a community-supported brewery, very much like we are here. It took my brother Josh, who now lives in Dover, and as I said was AB class of '97, took him about a year and a half to raise the capital, go through construction process, go through all the permitting, because you have to go through federal, FDA, state, town. There's an awful lot that goes into being able to brew beer. And now they've been open for about 3 years.
With the completion of the Village Works project, Mr. Henry told us they had believed they had found something special to add to the community.
We saw just an absolutely amazing opportunity to leverage the park across the street, a front porch that sits out, and during the summer you're going to be able to let your little brothers and sisters go play over there while you have dinner and while your parents have a beer that we've brewed right here in Acton. And that was inspired by having traveled all over the world and gone to German beer gardens, where that's a pretty normal thing in Germany, for families to go out and to sit and kids to go play in the playground at the beer garden, and everybody to have dinner and have a beer and hang out and enjoy stories within their community, and that's what we wanted to do here.
During an average brewing cycle, the in-house brewery produces 240 to 280 gallons of beer, many of which end up on tap at the bar.
So right now, we've got 9 of our own beers on tap. At any given time, we'll expand to 12 and then probably possibly up to 20 of our own at any given time. And at that point right now, we are also serving other beers from within New England. So we focus on beers from Massachusetts and New Hampshire.
Lastly, we asked Mr. Henry about his plans for the future.
We've got plans beyond this to possibly do a third, as well as to do a production brewery canning line, and engage another community the same way that Josh has engaged his current hometown of Dover, New Hampshire, and we've done here in Acton.
Just a few short years ago, this space behind me was nothing but a thick wall of trees, and now it's been turned into a beautiful stone center of culture and business. Armed with an in-house brewery and the novelty of being the only brewery/restaurant in the Acton area, True West looks poised to become a cornerstone in the Acton community for many years to come.
The first Career Speakers event of the year will be held during first period on Tuesday, October 18th from 7:45 a.m. to 8:10 a.m. If you are interested, sign up in the Counseling Center.
In sports, the football team won its second straight game with a convincing home win over Waltham. Next up, they traveled to Newton South on Saturday to take on the Lions.
The girls and boys soccer team both continue to play well and should both have a shot at the DCL titles. The defending state champion field hockey team beat LS this past week and are also positioned for another deep playoff run.
Well, thanks for watching this A, B to Z. Enjoy your long weekend and we'll see you next week.